Yo, what is good, people of YouTube, and welcome back to episode 10 of Swagger Day Saint. We are officially on the 10th episode. It's crazy. And funny enough, I think it was 2 nights ago, I was literally doing the 10th episode with B, and I posted it and deleted it because she was roasting me about, like, she's like, the entire episode just roasting me, like, everyone in this house is hot with you. You're being so self-absorbed and selfish and arrogant, and people have had enough of that. And so I wanted to explain it, but she didn't even give me a chance. She just like, this is all your fault. You know what I mean? And I just like, a lot of judgment, a lot of like hate coming my way. And I'm just like, I don't know. I'm taking it.
It also depends.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you got it. Go ahead.
Sorry. I think it also depends on how you look at it. Because I think you're seeing a lot of it as hate.
Yeah.
But some of it I feel like can be constructive criticism. For
sure. But I don't think they see like where I'm coming from with this. Like, I'm just trying to be productive for myself. You know what I mean? So, and another thing the crazy thing that I wanted to tell you, that I wanted to get into and get your candid like reaction. I've solidified, like I prayed about it. Like, I'm going to move to Utah.
Oh, really? When?
I don't know yet. This is like a very recent thing, but I'm thinking about just looking for a place now. And then my buddy Jacobo's like, dude, like he was turned. I called him today. Shout out to Jacobo. He said he was willing to fly out here and do the drive with me.
Wow.
For me, because he's just like, dude, I need you out here. Like early on, even before I came and moved to Santa Barbara, he's like, move to Utah. And originally the plan was me and Jack were going to go to Utah.
Yeah.
But, you know, divine design, we were here with, you know, Bishop RIP. And I'm just like, now that he's gone and all this is happening, I just feel so much clarity, and like I have 1 class left in school. I could just do it out there. Like I could literally move like tomorrow if I wanted to, you know?
Yeah.
So
wow.
It's just very freeing. Like I don't feel the need to be like stationary here. Like it's been a good run, but Bishop's gone. And
I'll come visit.
Yeah, come through. And remember, we were like, we'll go out there and we'll go on double dates.
Yeah.
Like it'll be great. So yeah, and I just feel ready and solidified in like my purpose and what I want to do, and it's just good. It's that much more, I don't know, uplifting, and it just feels right. So, should I clear the thing with what's going on? Should I do the context, or do you think it's not? Like wherever we should go with this.
What do you want to say? I guess just talk about it, because I want to tell you how I feel about it. Okay,
well, do you want to set up your perspective? Because I don't even know really, like, what are you hearing? That's the thing. I don't know.
I'm not really hearing anything. I just, okay. So I know that you want to keep your circle smaller and surround yourself with people that will help you grow and build.
And a lot of people have had issues with that.
And you think, like you said, a lot of people have had issues with that.
Yeah.
So by doing so, you're unfollowing them.
I unfollowed.
And ignoring their calls and texts.
I unfollowed I was following like 60 people, and I unfollowed like 30 people, and some of those people were people that I was pretty close with, and they were in my circle. And I have no problems with these people whatsoever. If I see them, it's always going to be all love. I just need some time and distance. Your face right now. Really.
Sorry.
It's all over your face. But if I see, like, I'm going to go to church on Sunday, and I'm going to hug these people and say what's good, and just I have the mindset where I'm like, if you want to sit down and talk about it, we can. If not, like, let bygones be bygones. I have no issues with anybody.
Do you think they might be confused? Like,
yeah, we can. I mean, this is a thing that I literally just want to clear the air with. Like, I just felt like I needed distance and separation going home, and I just realized, like, the people that are just good influences and good examples, and certain people just, I feel like, aren't good influences and good examples on me in my spirit. And that's literally just how I felt about it. And I feel more freed, and I feel better, and a lot of I feel like I have more clarity in like what like I want to do, you know? So
yeah,
that's it.
Here's my question.
Yeah. Okay.
Why didn't you respond to the people who reached out to you and were like,
I wasn't ready to. I didn't know how to. I literally didn't know how to respond.
But now do you think that you'd be ready?
Yeah, that's the thing. On Sunday, I'll probably see these people at church, and I'll be ready to, you know, hug them and be like, hey, like, I just needed some distance, and, you know, and certain things came up that I thought about that, you know, I'll just tell them, but just certain things have popped up that I haven't even told you, but like a lot of uncomfortable things have come up that I've reflected on, and I'm just like, dang, like that's taken a toll on like my mental and spiritual health that I just, you know, and that was my mental way of like clearing it, like, okay, I'm cutting ties type of thing, you know? But you're just like that, you shouldn't do. And I've heard other perspectives, like, well, you shouldn't unfollow them because you live around them. But like, to me, it's crazy how an unfollow is like, so much. It's like burning a bridge in a lot of ways.
Yeah. You know? And one time I unadded someone because I was really mad at them. Yeah. And then he saw a couple weeks later when I added him back. And then he's like, why are you creating all this drama?
Was this like, someone in the ward or?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And I was like, yeah, it is kind of crazy.
Yeah. But you felt like you needed that. That's the thing, right? You were like, I feel better when I did this. It wasn't
good for me.
It wasn't good for you?
Yeah, because I think it got like, it just got unhealthy where I would check up. I'd be like, you know, what is this person up to? Yeah.
But this is a different circumstance because you had like a thing with this person. I had an
unhealthy attachment.
Yeah, a toxic, thing with somebody.
So that's why, like, for me, my distance, like the things that you were doing, it made. I'm not trying to like.
It's okay. We're talking about it. It's fine.
For me, it made sense for myself, but for you, the way you're doing it, I was like.
But you think it doesn't make sense for me? That's
because I asked you with one of the people, like, oh, what'd he do to you? And you're like, he doesn't want to be on a podcast with me. And
no, I didn't explain it right. Okay, so.
No,
I don't know if
I
can say. No, I can't say
I think you told me the story.
I can't say it on here, but I would have to tell you off the thing. But it's a lot deeper, and I explained it to Kylie yesterday, and I told it to Isaiah also. And beautifully enough, shout out to Isaiah. Like, he's the one dude that's like on my side and understands. He's empathetic. Yeah, or he's just like he just understands more as a guy. That's like, oh, like I get it. Like you did what you had to do, and there's nothing wrong with that. And so hearing it from my best guy friend, like, cause a lot of my friends are girls, and like Isaiah's probably the one guy friend that I can go to and talk to intimately like that. And he was just like, yeah, I get it and I understand. And so it's like, this is my best guy. And I talked to my buddy Jacob about it too, and he's like, dude, like today on FaceTime talking to Jacob, he's like, dude, that's amazing. Like that's
wow.
Yeah. So like once again, there's obviously gonna be people that aren't supportive or agree, and there's people that are, and it's just like it sits right with me, you know. And I think that's what matters most. Yeah. And I've prayed about it too, so it is what it is, and no bad blood on my end.
That's good. Yeah, I realized, and I think I told you this yesterday over FaceTime. Yeah. But lately, I have realized that I think that I have a problem. I think everybody does to an extent, like a problem with judging people.
Yes.
Whether it's out loud or in my head.
Beautiful. Yeah.
And I've been trying to stop myself and be like, it's not my place. Like they can do their own thing. They're going to learn. Like everything happens for a reason. So you're going through this to build yourself.
And
like
that's
everything
how I felt
is growth.
At first with
whether it works out, whether it doesn't, you're going to grow from that situation.
Yep.
So that's why I'm like, you know what? Let me just do me. I just need to work on myself.
Yeah.
I have no place
to judge. And I think, and that was something that I had to learn with my friends, when you were going through, and I was trying to be like, buckle up and this, that, and the other. Like,
and you're like, she's so annoying. She doesn't listen to me.
Yeah. And Kylie's like, dude, shut up. Like, let her go through her thing. Whether you're in the right or she's in the right, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's her life. Let her do her thing. Yeah.
And it turned out well.
Exactly. And so that's the thing. As long as we have God, at the end of the day, if we're right with God, right, we have repentance.
That's what I've been trying to tell myself. If all that matters is if I feel good about myself and what I'm doing, and if God feels good about what I'm doing. And like,
exactly. That's literally, like, and then shout out to Kylie's Monday motivation, like tune out the noise, same thing, tune out the noise.
Oh, her Monday motivations are cute.
So it's just, it ties in beautifully, all of this, like, do you know, and it's funny because B was literally like, these people are even more upset now that you're like showing off that you're running in the morning, and it's like,
oh, can I tell you?
Go ahead. I just want to talk about this because I'm like, go ahead. Just what? Are you like, can I say or what? Don't do this. Come on. Just say it. It's juicy. Let's go. It's not
true. It's just, I think it's funny that they're mad at that.
Yeah, but why?
I don't know. I think that...
What? Say it. Dude, just say it. This is this is what I'm trying to do. Intimate, casual conversation. Like.
No, but I need to stop, like...
What? This is it, dude. This is Trisha, H3H3. Like, let's go, Trish.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Let's go, Trish.
I know. Well, I don't want this to come out as like I'm judging people.
Yeah.
But sometimes when I see it, And you're like, there are haters in your inner circle. What? And then I'm like, oh my gosh.
You know exactly who I'm talking to or what?
Kind of. But this is when I was frustrated with you a couple days ago. I was like, oh my gosh.
Go ahead, lay it on me.
Yeah, just when you were running, you're like, day 3. These are my haters. And you had
what do you mean?
Change your tone of voice.
And you're like,
there are
this
going to
is
be
wrong?
people that hate you. No, I didn't really think it was wrong.
What'd you go ahead.
But in my head, I was like,
what are you doing?
No, I mean, kind of. But also I was like, do your work in silence.
No, yeah,
and let the people see.
For sure. And I agree with that. But at the same time, it's like,
but you want to show that you're popping off.
Yeah, exactly. And that whole thing of like, I want to take pictures, pop up. I want to do that. And I'm getting judged for this. And it's funny. So B yesterday on the podcast was like, what are you doing? Like, you're in the wrong for like. So
she said people were upset that
people were upset and hot with you that you're posting these stories and saying these things. And like, if you're going to, literally, this is what B told me. These people are telling me, if you're going to do that, like, don't post about it. And that was the annoying thing about all of this that I want to clear the air is like, people are telling me how I should do things. Like that podcast with me, you, and Paris. Were you there when everyone's like, delete it? Oh, okay. Well, they were like, delete it.
Do you know what I realized though?
What?
Maybe people are getting upset because you're claiming that you're cutting off all these people and now you're posting about how much better you are like without them. And maybe the people are like, I didn't do anything.
Okay, but that's not my intention. Can I say my?
I don't know if this is like what they're saying. I just
but can I say what my intention is? And I'm being so open and candid and honest on this platform. Like, it's motivating. It gives me motivation that I'm like, I have added clarity and that like I get to wake up and do this versus before. Like I didn't feel any motivation because everything was good. Oh. It's almost like this tension forces me to be better versus like. I have friends, everybody loves me. Like, I'm just going to eat junk food every day and sleep in every day and not work out. And like, my life is fine. Versus like now I'm just like, dude, like I'm eating salads, like the grocery's stocked with like fruits and salads. And like, I'm like, after my runs, I'm lifting and I just like, and the thing is with my social media, it's like, I get to do what I want with it, right? Like, I get to post. Yeah. Like, if I want to pop off on it, that's the point of my social media.
Yeah, that's true.
I want to pop off.
And they can unfollow you.
Exactly. And so it's the same thing with you where you're like, I'm hot. Like other people are going to be hot, right? Yeah. It's like, I'm trying to pop off. I want to show these people, right? That's the whole point of social media is like having Instagram's like, I'm trying to show people I'm on a vacation. I'm trying to show people my body's fine. I'm trying to show people my selfie on fleek.
That.
You know what I mean?
I see where you're coming from because it is your Instagram. It's yours.
It's my motivation. Like,
freedom of speech, baby.
Yeah, like exactly. I'm not breaking any laws. Like, and the thing is like,
I see that.
It makes me feel good about myself. I'm hyping myself up. You know what I mean? I'm my biggest fan. If I don't love myself, who is, right? And that's the place that I'm trying to come from, right? Self-love. Is that fair? And that's like, right? Because even you, like, going to your place, like, I was never like, oh, Cam, you shouldn't pop off on that person. Like, that's not right. I'm like, let's go pop off, Cam. Show them the bangs. Like, you want fleek, girl? Like, show them. Like, pop off. You know what I mean? Like, that's the point. Like, you got to have people around you that hype you up, that love you, that support you. And like, these people never did that from day one. Never. You know what I mean? And now I'm just doing that for myself. Like I felt weighed down by it. And now I'm just like motivated. Cause for me, right. Another thing about it too is, first of all, it hurts that B's like, don't do that. Cause I'm like, you're going to tell me what I can't post on my Instagram, you know? Right. Like I don't tell you what you should do with your life. Like why, you know what I mean? Like,
have you talked to her about it?
Yeah, I have. I told her I was hurt and she didn't really validate how I felt, which is fine. Like, it's okay. You know, I still have so much love for B. And like, I have that episode. It was just literally her kind of going off, but.
I kind of want to see it.
I could show it to you, but.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, that's it. That's just all it is. Like, it's motivating for me to go, like, literally, okay, tomorrow I'm pumped to be like, day 5, what's good? I'm pumped about it. You know what I mean? So it gives me motivation to be like, I don't want to stop. And then like, to me in the back of my mind, I'm just like, oh man, like I don't want to stop because I have something on the line. To me, it's fun. And I can look back a year, 2 years from now and be like, I did that. You know, I ran every day. I documented it and I'm laughing at my stories, you know?
I was laughing at them stories too.
But yeah, like, it's just, I think it's funny and it's just like, you're only in your 20s once, you know? So I have the freedom to make mistakes, rub people the wrong way, whatever. But at the end of the day, like, my intentions are not to like actually go out of my way to hurt people. My intentions is just to be the best possible version of myself. That's the place that I'm coming from, you know? And there's people that see that and there's people that don't. And that's it, you know?
Yeah.
But similarly, you know, on that note, we posted a vlog, David Dobrik reaction video that did like decent, like it got over 3,000 views and a bunch of comments.
It got more dislikes than likes.
It's even now. I think it's at like 95. It's
That's
even
cute.
now. But
thanks,
like,
guys. Because you pinned that comment.
I pinned that comment and it changed it. Because originally it was like 30 likes, like 70 dislikes. And then I pinned that comment and the like ratio just changed. So thanks. But
honestly, I rewatched the video.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything terrible. Literally,
No.
the only thing that I feel bad about is...
You took on Trisha's opinion, though. The comments made me realize, like, you watching Trisha, like, you've taken on, like...
They're like, she's made you delusional, but...
No, you're not delusional.
That's what they said. They're like, Trisha's fans make it... But I think if they looked at the videos that I've been watching where there are clips of David being racist in his vlogs...
What?
And him not taking accountability...
I don't like bashing on David. I think... You used to love him.
So you think this is bashing?
But it's like, what? That he was racist and all this stuff?
If I say he made a racist video? Is
well,
that bashing?
I haven't seen a racist video, so I don't know. I can't speak on it. But like, I don't know. Well,
I don't think anyone's going to be watching this, just the videos that I've seen from that podcast, like the actual videos of his old vlogs, and seeing him not taking accountability for it makes me look at him a different way. And people are able to like see this good side of him because he buys people things.
Right.
But I do like him. Like, I think that he's funny. But I just said, the only thing I said was like, yeah, it rubs me the wrong way. And people were like, she's such a bitch, like, her, you need to like, bleep that out.
Okay.
But
oh my gosh,
I was like,
it's crazy. It is a crazy thing.
I think since I've been coming to church and we learn not to be prideful, it's just something that I kind of notice.
Yeah.
So I didn't think I said anything bad, and people were really mad. I didn't call him like, I hate David. He's a terrible person. I know. Like, meh.
But people were also like, wow, like 3 out of 10. Are you serious? And like people were like, he's not doing it to show off. Like he's just like doing it casually, you know? And I don't know. But it was, I think it made the video better that we had differing
I think it would have been boring if I was like, I love David. And they're so funny.
That was something that we talked about where it's like, it's better to just be authentic versus like, you know, earlier on it's like, oh, we were scared of hate. So we just be like, that was perfect. That was regardless of how we felt. If it was good, boring, bad, whatever.
I'd rather be hated for being me than for being someone different.
And I love that. And that was the beautiful thing about that I took away was like, just be authentically you regardless of how people feel, which ties into my thing. Yeah. Right? I feel right with what I'm doing regardless of what's happening. You felt right with your comments regardless of the hate that you got. Right?
Yeah, like...
You're not going to change your opinion because you got 90 people saying, F this girl, this, that, and the other. You're not going to be like, oh, I'm wrong because these people are hating on me, right?
No, I feel good about who I am and the progress that I've been making.
Beautiful.
And so it really doesn't...
Can you tie that to me then? You see what I'm saying
I'm going to try to tie to you. But also, I feel good about the progress that I've been making.
Yep.
And also, I think that if those people were with us and we were all watching the video and I made that comment, I don't think they would be saying that to me to my face.
No.
Like this one guy called me the B word. He's like, F her. He was like, he's commenting to other people. Like she's making those videos. I told you not to read the comments too. I texted you. I'm like, Cameron, please don't read the comments. Okay, but if you text me that, I'm not going to be like, okay.
True, my bad.
You tempted me to do it. But did you see there's this one account, he kept on replying to other people and he's like, yeah, she's so annoying. Like she's so rude. F this girl. Like she's such a sassy bee.
You got haters though.
Yeah, he was like, she's such a sassy bee. He was commenting to a lot of people. But I guarantee you, if he was with us, he would not be calling me that in person.
No, but it's insane how these like
pop
comments
off on me to my face, and I'll respect you for that. Like,
dude, that's what I'm saying. How like the negativity will get to you. Like you're hot right now, clearly. Like you'll watch this back and you'll be like, I was hot. I was hot.
Because they wouldn't be telling me this to my face.
No, if that's the internet though.
And Taylor Swift said, say it in the street, that's a knockout. But he say it in a tweet, that's a cop-out.
Let him know. That's a cop-out. That's a cop-out.
Yeah, say it to my face and we'll pop off. We can have a conversation. But if you say it behind a computer, it's like... I mean, not pop off, but we can talk about it. Yeah. And I do still respect their opinions and their judgments.
Of course.
Because I had my judgments.
Yeah, and that's what it is.
Just say
Everyone
it to my
has
face.
Their own. Well, that's the internet, though. You know, that's the wild west of the internet. Like, it is what it is. People are going to have something to say. But at the end of the day, if you're comfortable with yourself and how you feel.
All the comments are the same. And I don't
know. It doesn't matter what people think or say, you know? And that's it.
Honestly,
that's
I don't
noise.
Really care.
That's noise.
Looking at the video, I was like, I really didn't say anything that rude. I think the rudest thing I said was like, Jason's not funny. And then also when I was like, he probably did that 50 times.
Honestly, I was thinking about Jason makes me laugh. Like and they're best friends. David Dobrik and Jason are literally best friends. They're like brothers. So.
I think everyone's humor is different.
Yeah.
And that's very apparent through the what do you mean.
I do see Trisha's rubbed off on you a lot. And you're always like, I want to be like Trisha. I want to be like Trisha. I want to be like Trisha, you know? So it's
do you think she's funny? I just think she has a very entertaining personality.
But you're soaking in like who you watch and who you like, you soak that in and you internalize it. And that's just what it is, you know? Like it's the realest thing.
I don't know. I think that actually, because you ever watch a movie or a TV show and you're like, I want to be like this character.
Yeah. And you just take things that you like. So there's people that you admire in life and you just want to be like them.
Well, I just like that she's not afraid to call people out.
Yeah.
And then she doesn't really, I don't know. I feel like a lot of YouTubers and influencers and celebrities have grown thick skin because of all the hate that they've gotten.
Yeah,
they're just
we talked about it.
They're just used to it.
Think about Justin Bieber and the level of hate, the level of criticism from childhood, right? Like unreal, which is why
Baby is like the most disliked video.
Yeah, I will never understand Bieber's hate, but I have so much respect for the man that he has become. Like when you were showing me those posts like about God and like his transition, he's like, I was at the lowest point and God brought me out. And it's just
when he went to jail.
Dude, when I saw that, I was like, Bieber's popping off. Literally. And he's
very humble.
Yeah.
And I can't even imagine the hate Haley gets, because Haley gets a lot of hate.
Yeah.
And I still see on my page there are like Justin and Selena fan pages.
Yeah, and I still hear conversations.
People compare them together.
Yeah, recently I was in the car with Paris and her friend Claire and Claire's friend, and they were just talking about how they're like, yeah, Selena was still the one, like she's the one that got away and this, that, and it was insane that they were all talking about this, like, yeah, like Selena's a better fit, we all known it, this, and it was like crazy because it's like, dude, he's so happy, like how are you gonna say this, you know?
Everything happens for a reason. Yeah. And if they were meant to be together, then they would be together.
Yeah, because God's got his plan. God, knows what's best for you. Yeah. And if you align yourself with his plan, it's going to work out.
I just feel bad for her because I feel like people try and tell her what to do. Like, that Selena's so much better than her. Like, that's just so rude.
And they feel entitled to be involved in Justin's life. That's the thing. They're like, you should have done this. You should and like Haley receiving death threats and all that kind of stuff, like that's tough. Like you should die. You should kill yourself. That's so hard.
That is really hard.
So, but here's the funny thing. I think, like I was saying, God doesn't put you through anything you can't handle. And those two
I was saying that.
Were you saying that? I was telling
I texted it to you and Igor.
Oh, I was telling Belinda that the other day, but okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
no, I'm not going to get like, that was me. But yeah. God.
No, but I've always like had that philosophy. Like God doesn't put you through anything you can't handle.
Yeah.
But if you said it, I give you credit. I never want to take credit.
No. I give you credit.
No, I give you credit
because you came up with that, without remembering.
Yeah, but
I didn't mean to be like that.
Influence. No, I know, but we also influence each other, and that's why the circle of friends is so important. That I'm realizing is the people that are around you and in your circle influence you, whether you know it or not. And so there's things that you do that rub off on me, and there's things that other people do that rub off on me. Just because I spend so much time and I communicate and. Who we are and our character is shaped by who we surround ourselves with.
That's what I was about to say. Isn't that so interesting? Because people will shape you, but also experiences, I guess, from other people shape you. Yeah. But then people are like, you control yourself. Yeah. Like you build yourself.
Here's the divine realization that I've had, like literally that changed everything for me, was the people around you are a reflection of who you really are. Pieces of you. And so I was just like, okay, there's pieces of me that I don't like, and it's like, why is that? There's certain people in my life that look and treat women a certain way that isn't good for my outlook isn't good for my character building, you know? And so that's just not how I want to go about it.
Remember we used to talk about that when you first moved in, or like when you first came back to the ward?
How I objectify women.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the thing that I'm so open and vulnerable about, is like, that's not a good quality to have. That I was just like, and there's friends around me that, you know, guy talk, locker room talk, whatever. It's like,
well, I think there are also people that objectify just people in general, guys and girls, just for the way that they look.
Yeah.
And it rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, and so it's not a good thing. And I will literally, it's not okay, because at the end of the day, we're all spiritual beings. We're all sons and daughters of God, and that's how we should be viewed. Simple and plain, you know, not. And remember that Hank R. Smith quote where it's like, if we were seen for our spirits and our testimonies instead of the clothes we wear and how we look, like how different we would all treat each other. Mm-hmm. Right? Like,
I think about that a lot.
Yeah.
Like, what if looks weren't a thing? What if we just didn't have anything? Or what if our inward
was reflected on our...
I wonder what
that is. What if your spiritual... What
do you think you would look like?
I think that's a great point. What if your spiritual, just a hypothetical, what if your spiritual is a reflection of how you look? What if just hypothetically? So
reversed, our spiritual is a reflection of how we look?
No. Now I don't even know what I was going with that. But like, what if our...
What if how we looked?
It was based on, like, the better you look is how strong you were in the premortal existence. Just a hypothetical. Not saying that's how it is, but just a hypothetical. You know?
Well, I was thinking, what if how you looked was reflected from your inside? Like,
yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
But I mean, not a hypothetical.
So if you're a beautiful person... No, but that's normally not the case.
I'm not saying it like that, though.
That's normally not the case, though.
But I'm just saying, like, what if you were a terrible person and then you looked how you actually were?
Oh!
You know?
Yeah, how different it would be.
Yeah.
Because that's the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
The prettiest people do the ugliest things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For the road to riches and diamond rings. That's a Kanye West
What do you
lyric.
think you would look like?
For my spiritual?
Yeah.
Like a god. Because at the end of the day, our divine potential is God wants to be like him, right? That's literally what we believe in.
Well, God spiritual, but also
celestial beings.
Your personality, like your inner self,
right.
Your morals, your ethics.
Yeah.
How do you think you would look?
I'm working on it. And the funny thing is just like all these superficial people in LA, like David Dobrik's friends who are all like models, right? Mm-hmm. Like we don't really know them, but like kind of stuck up, right? And like the way they sound and the way they talk, like what do you think?
I don't really know. I kind of like them. I don't know.
So pretty on the inside, pretty on the outside type thing, or?
Well, like you said, I don't really know them, but I think from like Madison Beer. I was watching her video with James Charles.
I don't think she's evil.
She seems very sweet.
Yeah.
Like she seems so nice and kind.
And so
like,
that goes back to my hypothetical hypothesis, like beautiful. Is a reflection, right? So
I think she's just very humble and she's received a lot of hate. And I think that has made her like a good person to be nice to everybody.
Yeah. But that is super interesting, isn't it? If you were ugly on the inside, then you'd be ugly on the outside, or what?
I think it's interesting because I think if really good, objectively, you know, just America's standards,
that's a good looking person. Yeah.
If they do certain things
that can turn them off.
Yeah, I was thinking yesterday about Madison Beer. I was like, if people didn't think she was very beautiful, I think people would be like, she's so cringy, or like she's so
external 100%. And it's like the same thing with like name brands and everything. We put value to these name brands, right? And then they can charge astronomical prices for these things because the world has validated that's a cool brand. That isn't a cool brand. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, what is that at the end of the day? It's a name tag.
Yeah. You know? I just think it's kind of sad, but also I feel like I've been there. 41 messages?
What? Okay, we were saying you've been there. Like, you've been caught up with, like, wanting to have, like, all these things and being like Kylie Jenner. Not Kylie, our Kylie, but Kylie Jenner. What happened?
I just want to read the drama real quick.
What happened?
Because there's been drama about like, muting when
they're
Steve was like
popping
muted.
off.
Kylie was like
no.
muted. And she's like, oh, well, maybe I just sort of said usually when people say muted, they mean they're annoyed that we were all talking in the chat. And then Katie's just ha ha ha. And then Steven was like, joke. Who put the ha ha? Holly laughed at it. She's
dude,
like,
this is so gross.
Haha, chill, Steven. Jokes are supposed to be... Steve and I enjoyed the joke. Same.
Dude.
Steven enjoyed the joke.
Oh my gosh, they're going off.
Me too. Oh, poor Kylie.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe I misunderstood it because I didn't read it as a joke, or I just didn't like jokes that put other people down. I'm sure it would have been funnier to tell
Oh
someone.
my gosh, it's heating up. Dude, it's heating up, dude.
Maybe it would have been funnier to tell
The
someone.
ward is colliding.
LOL, Steven is just a jerk. Let's just all
Dude,
ignore
this
him.
ward is falling
Look
apart.
at what CJ put.
It's falling apart. It's over.
Hey guys, look at this
It's
picture. Isn't it
over.
a cool picture?
This ward is falling apart,
Look at what
dude.
Will put though. Hey guys, look at this picture. Isn't it a
Nothing
cool
has
picture?
been the same since Bishop has
Don't
left.
say that.
Dude, dude, look at this.
It was weird before he left.
But now it's like escalating massively.
No, it's just been weird. This would have happened regardless if he
People are popping off now. People are picking sides.
They've always picked sides.
I know, but now it's coming out full blown.
Hope the children are
no.
doing well. Love you, Will. Muted.
Who said that?
I don't know. Who's this number?
I don't know who that is.
JK, it's
Oh,
amazing.
jeez,
No, I got you,
dude.
homie. Muted.
Dude, it's popping off. It's over. It's over. And that's why I'm going to Utah, dude. It's done. The ward has collapsed. It's over. It was a good run, man. We had a good run in Santa Barbara. It was great. We tried to make the housing situation work, but naturally, people get cliquey. People form groups. People get closer than others. I am definitely part of that problem. I formed my immediate circle of friends that I felt intimate and close with. What?
That was so oxy.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That made me feel really
so
cringed out.
So cringed.
You
dude.
ever read something and you're like...
Yeah, that's a yikes moment for sure.
I feel so bad
and
for Kylie.
people are still going off. Dude, people are always victimizing Kylie.
I feel really bad for her.
Dude.
I don't know whose number this is.
That is how... Dude, I don't know. Dude, we're literally doing a podcast right now.
Sorry.
We can literally do this later.
I know, but it's
I know it's hot. It's getting hot and heavy. That's what I'm saying. Everyone's popping off right now.
It makes me very frustrated because...
Everyone's popping off right now.
Okay, y'all.
No kappa.
I've been reading
cap.
I've been reading this book. It's called The Magic Lantern.
Speak your truth, girl.
It was Bishop Sorensen's favorite book. Ooh. So I've been reading it, and it's about setting goals. Mm-hmm. And prioritizing your goals. Basically, it started off like, what if you had a genie? And they're like, guess what? You're the genie. Like your brain, the human brain is the most powerful thing in the world. We have all of this because
you can manifest whatever you want. You are your world creator.
Yeah.
You are your life. Yeah.
So there was an exercise that said like, write down the question, if I could have anything in the world, anything that I want, without any hesitation, what would I want? And then there's another question, if I could accomplish anything in the world, what would I accomplish? What would I want to accomplish? And then we picked our top one, like our number one, and that's going to be our goal for the rest of the book. My number one was to progress every single day. And part of that progression is being able to bring people together. And on the side, I've been praying every night for the whole ward to have softened hearts, that we're able to come together and love one another. And it's just frustrating. Like, why? I don't want this tension.
You want to get along with everybody, truly.
Yeah. And I
love that.
I get along with people, but I just wish other people could like just be cordial with each other.
Yeah. And I mean, I have no problems with anybody. I have no issues. If I see you, it's all love. I just, at the end of the day, like, it's one thing to have a circle of very good friends and then acquaintances, right? Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that either.
It's like an onion.
I just think
there's layers of how deep it goes.
I feel like people, it makes me uncomfortable when there's contention in the ward.
I have no contention and no issues.
I know, just
anybody.
like, oof.
But I mean, that group chat looks a little.
It popped out.
There's some animosity
41
going
messages.
On. Bro, there's just a lot. And I mean, I see some of it. I don't see all of it, but I see some of it. And yeah, it's hard, but it's part of it. It's part of learning to love one another. Like we're a ward family at the end of the day. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. We're a family. Yeah. We're in this together. We're in the same community. We go to church together. We worship together. That's such a core aspect of our lives. Fundamentally, like we worship together. We have the same beliefs of where we're trying to end up.
That's very important. We should all remember why we're here.
We're trying to get to the same place at the end of the day. We're all on the same team. We are all on the same team.
That's what we have to remember. Team Jesus.
Team Jesus.
We're on
Bishop
Team
preached
Jesus.
That.
We're on Team Jesus, and
exactly.
people forget that.
Yeah.
And they're just like, they're going to let people, worldly things get in the way of that. And that's we can't let that happen.
Literally.
But I'm not saying like, I'm the best person. I get along with everyone. I'm not judgmental. But we all have things we could work on.
No, exactly. We're not coming from a place above or beneath anybody.
Yeah.
We're all trying to put the work in to be the best that we can be. And we're trying to help each other and serve one another like Jesus would. Right?
This is why we need FHE. Because if we had activities that could bond people, that'd be great.
But there's already preconceived things. Like, remember we talked about where it's like Kylie walks in and people instantly don't like her. You know, like I've had conversations with Kylie about this. You have had that I've sat in and listened to. Like, sometimes certain people just walk in and your initial reaction is not to like them.
That's something to accept. It's that tough. Not everyone's going to like each other. Yeah. But I think another thing is, even though you might not like someone, I think that it's still important to remember that they're a child of God. And like you said, we're on the same team.
We're all on the same team at the end of the day. That's
and it feels sometimes like there are two different teams.
Yeah.
It's just hard. It's hard. Something that I've been trying to like figure out is whether I should be forgiving and be nice to people, or if like something has had a traumatic impact on my life that has just been so bad, if I should just...
Dude, you have to cut out toxic influences.
I've met in the middle. I'm distancing myself, but I'm like you. I'm still like, hey, yo, what's up? But
no, it's different. Because we're not in the same situation. That's the thing. Yeah. So we're going to have to handle our situations differently.
Yeah, and it's all a learning process.
Yeah, I completely agree.
guess like other people can try to help you.
Yeah.
Ultimately,
and how you go about it is how you're going to go about it. Someone putting their input may not be the best for you. And it's tough because, you know, you don't necessarily know who really has your best intentions at heart sometimes.
You ever have those friends though who ask you for advice and you give it to them and then they don't take it?
You are that person that never takes it.
I had friends who would come to me for advice. I would give them that advice, but in my head I'm like, I know they're not going to take this advice.
But you're the same exact way. And that's my point of like,
but then they learn.
Your world is a reflection of who you are. How you view the world is how you view yourself. Simple and plain.
Yeah.
How you view the world is how you view yourself. I swear, I had this realization that I'm like, holy geez, like, I'm moving different after I had that realization. Like, I'm moving differently.
Yeah.
And I'm moving to Utah, so. Get ready. The Swagger Day Saints coming to Utah. It's over. I'm taking over. Just want to put it out there. Manifesting it, throwing it out in the universe. There's power in words.
Yeah. So, it's just interesting. I think everybody has things that they need to work on, including me. I think that I need to work on my judgment with others.
Yeah. You are pretty judgmental. You also, I think you've been working on your passive aggressiveness.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so I want
you need to talk to people, not just like...
Yeah. Well, something that I want to do is I want to develop thick skin.
Yeah.
Because in my past, I've been very kind to people, and my kindness is treated as a weakness.
All of my kindness is taken for weakness.
And so I think also I've been taken advantage of in some situations.
100%.
So that makes me want to grow thick skin and be like, I don't care what people think of me. The only person I care about is God and like myself. Yeah. And the people I care about, obviously, not that I don't care about, people, but I think that's why I've been in this weird thing of like not caring what people think, but also like, this is me being rude. And like, I don't want to be rude.
Finding that balance of figuring it out where you can be confrontational without...
Say what I mean, but say it in a way that's not bashing
anybody. With a
anybody.
soft heart and... Yeah, I completely agree with that.
Because I do need to stand up for myself, but not in a way that's going to come out as malicious or that will hurt any of.
Yeah, something that I realized about myself is like I had a hard time because I don't know how to go about telling these people how I really feel without them literally being even more hurt. You know, I think the route that I went
maybe you're
is less damage than and I once again I'm learning.
Do you know what I just realized?
Well, go ahead.
You're low-key doing what I did that made you so mad.
What?
Like you would ignore my text, you wouldn't tell them how you felt.
Yeah, and then eventually you did though. You just needed time to do it. Yeah. And look at us. Look at our friendship. Once again, like I've said, I'm fully saying it right here, right now too. You're literally one of my best friends, if not my best friend.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like literally, I feel so comfortable sharing my deepest, most intimate thoughts. And at the end of the day, that comes from trust. Like I trust you, you know, and I know you wouldn't. I have confidence that you do care about me and you do care about my interests and like, you know, just the fact that you're chopping it up with me right now just shows you care deeply about me. So. Yeah. And I love you for that.
Love you too. Yeah. Something that I told you is I always want to be the person that people can talk to. Yeah. But like I said.
And it shows.
If you say like, I'm not looking for advice, I just want someone to listen, I'm here. Because sometimes I'll implement it even if they might not ask it.
Dude, these people are popping off right now.
Austin. Peace and love.
There you go. Love that. Peace and love, peace and love. Just be like, okay, you could do it later, but like, guys, like something that we talked about, we're all on the same team. Like, I think if that's reminded.
I was going to say that. Yeah. I just said, love you on this word, peace and love here if any of you need anything.
Dingo.
I don't know what that means. But I really wanted to be like, guys, let's stop.
Yeah, we'll talk it out on Galentine's or whatever, and just
but those are the gals.
You know what's funny too about something that I talked about Kylie yesterday was the bishop's wife, who was the person that coordinated and kind of ran the group circle for grieving when Bishop passed, right?
Sister
Gunsman, yeah. Kylie had brought up the idea that we should have another intervention where we need to remember, like, that was when Bishop passed. It was crazy because the blessing was solidarity. We were able to come together as brothers and sisters and grieve together.
All the houses all of us were here.
Came together, sat down.
Cried together,
shared emotions together, talked it out. And look at this now. People popping off and once again choosing sides. I thought that was funny. I didn't think that was funny. I thought that was funny. I didn't think that was funny. You know, like, it's crazy how we just forget. And that's like, you know, those are literally lessons in the gospel. You know, generations get ruined and lost because we forget. We forget to, you know, worship and be on the same side. You know, families get divided because brothers, like Nephi's brothers, right? They choose sides. Nah, you crazy, bruh.
Oh, you know? Can I say something? Sorry, I forgot. I was going to tell you this about the hate comments that people are talking about.
Go ahead.
I was thinking a lot of the prophets, I mean, I'm not a prophet, but a lot of prophets got shamed and like stoned for preaching things.
If you're getting hate, you're doing something right. Simple and plain.
And then I listened to a talk from one of the elders. I don't remember his name. It was Waiting for Jesus or Waiting for Christ.
Yeah.
And something he said was like, not everyone's going to like you. And something beautiful that he said was, you plant this seed of faith in Heavenly Father, and you have to wait for it to blossom. It doesn't just happen in a day. And I was like, that is such a good analogy.
And how you water it and grow it is you pray, you read, you know, and you continue that every single day.
And I realized there will be sunny days where you're going to receive nourishment. You're going to know it's good. But then there are going to be cloudy days. There's going to be rain. But you don't know that rain is going to help it grow.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I mean.
Beautiful. That ties in perfectly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Anything else?
I
Blowing
think that,
up, popping off.
Dude, I think we covered. I feel good about that. How are you feeling?
I feel good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was a wonderful episode 10. We really thoroughly enjoyed that episode. Hopefully that translates and you guys were able to learn something or take away anything. And hopefully this was a productive time. We're very grateful for you guys watching and listening, and we're going to keep it going. That's episode 10, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
I think this showed a really good glimpse of who we are.
Yeah. Anything you want to tell the people?
I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say?
I'll edit.
Yeah, we're not dating.
No, yeah, we're brother, and literally, I tell Cameron this. You're literally my baby sister. Like, I say
you're literally my baby brother.
I'm older than you. How am I your baby? What the heck?
I don't know. You just are.
All right, now I'm what?
Okay, you're my older brother. That's like baby. Like.
Okay. Well, I don't even know, but
yeah.
I don't even know if that's gonna go in.
I know. I just thought it was funny. You're like, anything to say, and I was like, oh yeah, we're not dating.
Yeah. Well,
I guess we could say that on your main channel because people hear.
I mean, I think people know. Like, I
don't know why those comments. I was like, hello, no.
Yeah. Well, I said it. I wasn't. You know what I mean? Like, I literally the first 5 seconds. Hey guys, this is my friend Cameron. Like, what do you? Yeah.
Get rid of your girl.
Well, maybe they just want to get rid of the girl. You know what I mean? Like, get rid of the girl if you're trying to pop off.
One of them said break up with her if you were trying to pop off. I was like, I'm not going anywhere.
No, yeah.
Because we're friends.
Because here's the thing about it. If it wasn't for you, there might not be any comments.
There would be like, oh, please react to this. I love you. Yeah.
But you stirred up the pot, got some engagement, and that's what matters at the end of the day. So, differing perspectives. Great video is what it is. Yeah,
I didn't mean to be that way. Okay, I'm not sorry, but I just
I'm not sorry.
I respect your opinion.
I gotta show you this clip real quick and get your reaction.
I thought you were gonna say comment.
Because I saved this clip. Ready for this?
Is this gonna be me?
I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
I just think that's a motto. Big mood. Shout out Conor McGregor. He's the GOAT.
I'll apologize if I know I'm in the wrong. But
I'd like to take this time to apologize to absolutely nobody. I love that so much, dude. I love that.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, that's the wrap up. See you on the next one, man. Peace.
Bye.